All right, guys. So I've set up a couple of different uh, triangles because we're going to talk about triangles that are congruent according to the postulates, whether it's side, 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 or um, angle, side, angle, 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 side. Because there seems to be a little confusion as to what that means. And basically, to break it down, if we're looking at this one, the green triangles here, basically what these marks of congruency are telling us, there is no angles here. So we're saying that this side corresponds to the side to this side of this other triangle. Okay, and that this side is going to correspond to this side of the triangle, and finally this side with the three marks of congruency will correspond to this side of the triangle. So if all we're dealing with is sides, then the postulate that is used to determine if these two triangles are congruent or not would be the side, side, side postulate. Okay, so let's put an S, S, S for here. Okay, because as you see, there's no angles involved. Where basically it's a statement of congruency only using the sides of the triangle. So therefore, it is a side, side, side postulate that was used to determine if these two triangles are in fact congruent, and they are. Okay, here. What about these two triangles? Okay, well, if we look, we have a side per mark, per congruent mark. We have an angle, and then we have another side. Okay, and we look at this triangle here, we have the same exact markings. So basically, it is a statement here for these two orange triangles that they are congruent based on the side, angle, side postulate. Okay, so this would be our SAS. Okay, side, angle, side. Okay, so again, it's telling us that this postulate is the only one that could tell us that these two are congruent, because it says that this side is congruent to this side per the one mark on both of the same sides of the triangle. The angle markings are the same, and we have a final back in congruent statement on both the same sides of each triangle. So side, angle, side. Okay. Now, what about the two blue triangles? Well, if we look, we see that we have an angle here that is equal to this angle here. We have the same markings here. We have a side congruent marking here on this side as well. And we have another angle here that is going to be congruent to the corresponding triangle here on this side. So the postulate that would be used for these two blue triangles to form a congruent statement would be angle, side, angle. Okay, you guys see that? So because we have these markings here, we have an angle, we have a side, and then we have another angle, then the only postulate that would be available to prove that both of these two blue triangles are congruent to one another would be angle, side, angle. So we're going to put A, S, A. Okay? And what about the yellow? Let's look at the yellow triangles here. If we were trying to use a postulate that would say that these two yellow triangles are in fact congruent, what would it be? Well, let's look at what we have. Okay, we have an angle, and we have an angle, and then we have a mark here. Okay, so we don't have anything over here on this side that could be angle, side, angle. We just have, if we look here, we have angle, angle, side. Okay, and we have the same markings on this. So if we were going to say that these two triangles are in fact congruent, the only postulate that we could utilize for these two based on these congruent statements, these markings here, would be angle, angle, side. So we're going to put A, A, S. Okay? All right, guys.